This limited perspective undermines the true potential of this practice, which is not a magical thought or empty optimism, but rather an approach grounded in consistency, critical reflection, and the gradual transformation of small efforts into real, tangible, and lasting progress. Improving 1% daily does not mean revolutionizing your life all at once, or making dramatic changes that require enormous energy and time. On the contrary, the concept is based on identifying and implementing small, conscious and deliberate adjustments that, when accumulated, lead to significant evolution. For this improvement to make sense, it is crucial that these adjustments are specific, practical and measurable. Without clear criteria to assess your progress, the concept loses its strength and becomes mere good intention. It is not enough to want to be better in a vague way. You must choose a concrete aspect of your life, routine, or work to enhance, even if it seems trivial. The true strength of incremental improvement lies in its simplicity and daily repetition. By committing to real small steps, you build a solid foundation and avoid the burnout caused by overly ambitious goals, which often lead to procrastination or giving up. Moreover, this methodology promotes focus and control over your progress, as each step is clear and can be measured at the end of the day. This feedback cycle is essential for genuine growth. You recognize what worked, identify what needs adjustment, and consciously plan your next move. For example, if the goal is to increase your productivity, a 1% improvement could be something simple, like organizing your desk for 5 minutes, creating a clear task list for the next day, or eliminating a specific distraction. In terms of health, you do not need to run a marathon immediately. Just drink one more glass of water, sleep an extra 15 minutes, or take a brief walk. The key is that this 1% is small enough to avoid resistance, but significant enough to generate genuine progress. Furthermore, improving 1% each day helps us develop a resilient and patient mindset, two essential qualities for any transformation journey. In a world that values quick and immediate results, cultivating the patience to invest in small daily changes is an act of courage. This daily persistence shapes healthy habits and creates an environment conducive to excellence. Over time, these increments become an upward spiral where each small victory propels the next, enhancing the sense of achievement and self-confidence. Another crucial point is that this approach encourages self-compassion. By focusing on small, consistent improvements, you learn to value real progress rather than instant perfection. This reduces the internal pressure many feel to be perfect or to achieve significant goals quickly, which often leads to frustration and discouragement. Thus, the concept of daily 1% improvement helps create a healthy balance between ambition and acceptance, which is fundamental to emotional well-being. Finally, it is important to remember that this 1% daily improvement does not need to be a solitary endeavor. Sharing your goals and small advancements with close people can boost your motivation and create a valuable support system. Personal growth, when nurtured in a community, becomes more meaningful and sustainable. In summary, improving 1% every day is much more than a motivational slogan. It is a powerful strategy that, when applied with awareness, patience, and discipline, can transform any area of your life. It is an invitation to celebrate small steps, to understand that progress is a continuous build-up, and most importantly, that the path to excellence lies in the accumulation of simple and consistent actions over time. Another fundamental aspect for daily improvement to truly work is honesty with oneself. It is easy to fall into the trap of self-deception, especially when we want to show others or even ourselves that we are doing well, even when the results say otherwise. Sometimes we go on autopilot, repeating actions just because they seem productive, without questioning whether they are genuinely moving us forward. However, pretending to make progress is a sure path to stagnation. Consistency only strengthens when it is supported by inner truth. To be 1% better every day, it is necessary to develop the habit of noting, reflecting, and clearly recognizing whether that daily action has indeed made a difference. This self-reflection should not take on a tone of judgment, but rather one of learning. It is not about harshly pointing out failures, but understanding what worked, what can be adjusted, and what should be left behind. It is a simple and frequent process of internal feedback that helps maintain the pace, quickly correct the course, and grow with more awareness. Another essential point is to understand that the journey of continuous improvement is not linear. There will be days of great advancement, others of stability, and inevitably days when it seems like there is a setback. These moments are not signs of failure, but rather natural parts of the process. Every solid construction faces instabilities. The difference lies in how you react to them. Instead of giving up in the face of setbacks, you need to learn from them. Each fall can be a springboard, as long as you get up with a new lesson in your baggage. Persisting intelligently, that is, knowing how to adjust goals, reframe strategies, and respect your own rhythm is what sustains real progress. Discipline is not rigidity, but conscious flexibility. Knowing when to speed up and when to slow down is as important as maintaining direction. Moreover, it is crucial to understand that the effectiveness of daily 1% improvement lies in focusing on what truly matters to you. Often, we find ourselves overwhelmed, trying to improve everything at once. Productivity, health, relationships, finances, spirituality, knowledge. This approach disperses energy and dilutes the impact of actions. Improving a little in 10 areas may seem effective, but it rarely generates transformative results. When you choose a specific area, that which is most misaligned with your values or that will bring the most positive impact, the progress becomes more tangible. Focus generates clarity, and clarity generates motivation. Motivation fuels consistency. Small steps taken in the right direction surpass long journeys on disconnected paths. Improving 1% each day in what truly matters is more than just a strategy. It is a commitment to the essential. In summary, being 1% better every day is a simple proposal, but it requires commitment, clarity, patience, and inner truth. It is not about seeking instant transformations or achieving great feats daily. The key lies in small, conscious adjustments, subtle changes in habits, choices, and reactions that, added up over time, produce profound and lasting transformation. This is about practicing active patience, in which you do not wait for things to happen, but act consistently, even when the results are not yet visible. It is an invisible construction process, like a root that strengthens in silence before breaking through the soil. When you internalize this mindset, the concept of 1% ceases to be just a motivational cliché and becomes a powerful tool for genuine growth. You understand that every day counts, that each choice has weight, and that excellence is not in great leaps, but in the intelligent accumulation of small but firm steps. Real progress stems from the courage to be honest with oneself, the wisdom to choose what matters, and the humility to learn from each attempt. By living this process consciously, the outcome is not merely improvement, it is transformation. And it is this silent, patient, and true transformation that over time changes not only your days, but your entire life. The idea of improving 1% each day has almost become a mantra in productivity and personal development circles. However, it is often treated superficially, like a pretty motivational phrase to repeat in moments of discouragement.